After my trip to Costa Rica, I was amazed and honestly a bit confused. Everywhere I looked, there were colorful animals and plants. Some were beautiful, some plain, but some were so poisonous they could even kill. I couldn't understand how such tiny creatures or plants could hold such deadly power, or why nature made it this way. A tiny poison dart of frog or a simple looking nightshade, and suddenly nature has a deadly secret. Standing there watching all this, I kept thinking, how does this even happen? In this video, we'll explore that question. I'll give you some simple explanation of why animals and plants develop poison step by step.
Chapter 1. Explaining the problem. When we see poisonous animals or plants, it's natural to wonder, why does nature make something that can kill? From snakes and spiders to nightshades and poison dart frogs, poison is everywhere. The simple answer, according to AI explanations, is that poison is a tool for survival. But let's break it down. Animals and plants don't make poison for fun. It's a defense mechanism. For example, brightly colored frogs warn predators, "Don't eat me, I'm dangerous." Plants like the deadly nightshade produce toxins to stop insects or animals from eating them. In both cases, poison helps the species survive and reproduce. Nature is clever, but sometimes terrifying. Now, here's the part I find really fascinating. I was walking in Costa Rica, seeing tiny frogs and colorful plants, and I kept thinking, how can something so small be so powerful? How can a little frog's skin or a leaf make a substance strong enough to harm humans? AI says it's all about evolution. Over millions of years, creatures that could defend themselves with poison survived, and those that couldn't, didn't. This selective pressure created some of the most deadly and complex toxins on Earth. Another reason for poison is hunting. Some animals use venom not just to defend themselves, but to catch food. Snakes, spiders, and certain fish inject venom to paralyze or kill prey quickly. Plants, on the other hand, mostly use poison defensively, but some seeds contain toxins that only certain animals can survive, helping the plant spread safely. So, poison is not random. It's a carefully designed survival strategy. Every toxic animal or plant has a reason for being dangerous, and while it might seem scary, it's also an amazing example of how life adapts to survive. Chapter 2. Deepening the Problem. Now that we understand why poison exists, let's dive deeper. Not all poisons are the same, and their effects vary widely. Some are fast-acting and deadly, like the venom of a black mamba or the poison of a golden dart frog. Others work slowly, causing illness or discomfort over time, like some plant toxins. Nature has created a whole spectrum of poisons, each designed for a specific purpose. For animals, poison can be offensive or defensive. Offensive poisons help predators catch prey. Think of a cobra. Its venom can paralyze and kill in minutes. Defensive poisons, on the other hand, protect animals from being eaten. Bright colors, warning sounds, or a sudden display of spines often signal, "I'm toxic, stay away." Many plants do the same. For example, foxglove and belladonna produce chemicals that taste bitter and can be deadly if eaten. Here's something that always surprises me. Some creatures don't produce their own poison, but instead borrow it. The famous poison dart frogs get their toxins from the insects they eat in the wild. Remove the insects, and the frogs lose their poison. This shows how nature connects animals, plants, and their environments in ways we often don't notice. Another fascinating aspect is how poison affects humans. We are often victims simply because we stumble upon these animals or plants without knowing their danger. Yet, humans have also learned to turn poison into medicine. Many toxins are used in small doses for drugs, painkillers, or treatments for heart disease and other conditions. It's a perfect example of how something dangerous in nature can become life-saving for humans. Being in Costa Rica, I remember staring at a tiny red frog and thinking, this little creature could kill me, but it's also part of a system that keeps the forest alive. That's the key. Poison isn't evil. It's an evolutionary tool, helping life survive, compete, and adapt. Every toxic animal or plant is a reminder of nature's complexity and intelligence. Understanding poison means seeing life in a new way, not just as dangerous or beautiful, but as a system of balance and survival. And while it can be deadly, it also inspires awe, curiosity, and respect for the natural world. Chapter 3: Solutions and Adaptations. So, we know why poison exists, but how do animals and humans deal with it? Nature has developed fascinating solutions. Some species have immunity to poisons that would kill others. For example, certain snakes can eat poisonous frogs without harm, and some birds can eat toxic berries that would poison humans. This is an incredible adaptation that shows how life evolves to survive. Humans, of course, face a different challenge. We don't have natural immunity to most toxins, but we learn to avoid them. Indigenous peoples around the world have discovered which plants are safe to eat and which animals are dangerous. In Costa Rica, I noticed locals carefully observing the forest, knowing which creatures to respect from a safe distance. This knowledge is life-saving, passed down through generations. Interestingly, poison can also be harnessed for medicine. Small doses of toxins are used to treat diseases, relieve pain, and even improve heart function. For example, compounds from poison dart frogs, snakes, and certain plants have inspired new drugs. What's deadly in nature can become healing in the right hands. AI would explain this as nature providing both a challenge and a solution, a built-in system of checks and balances. Another adaptation is behavioral. Many animals avoid poison by learning from experience or observing others. Young monkeys, for example, watch older monkeys avoid toxic plants. Some birds quickly spit out insects that taste bitter. Even plants show adaptation. By producing toxins only in leaves or seeds, they protect themselves while allowing parts of the plant to grow and reproduce. I remember walking in Costa Rica and seeing a little frog that could kill me in seconds, yet it lived peacefully in the forest. Nature has balanced danger with survival. The frogs, plants, and predators all adapt to each other, creating a complex web of life where poison is not just a weapon, but also a part of harmony. Understanding these solutions changes the way we see poison. It's not just something to fear. It's a tool, a strategy, and even a gift in disguise, helping life survive, thrive, and sometimes even helping humans in ways we never expected. Chapter 4: The Gamechanger. Now let's talk about the Gamechanger, the mind-blowing part of poison in nature. Poison isn't just a defense or hunting tool. It's a driver of evolution, science, and medicine. Without it, ecosystems would look very different, and human innovation might be far behind. For starters, consider evolution. Poison forces animals to adapt. Predators must learn which prey is safe. Prey must develop warning signals or stronger toxins. This arms race leads to incredible diversity. In Costa Rica, I saw frogs so tiny they could disappear in your hand, yet their colors screamed danger. The forest is full of creatures shaped by poison, each with unique strategies to survive. AI explains this as selective pressure. but seeing it in real life made me realize how ingenious and ruthless nature can be. Then there's the scientific game changer. Poisons have been a source of medical breakthroughs. Snake venom contains compounds that help prevent blood clots. Plant toxins inspired cancer drugs. Even tiny frog toxins have been studied to create painkillers stronger than morphine. What nature designed to kill can save human lives, and that's nothing short of amazing. I couldn't help thinking, the same poison that could kill me in seconds is now inspiring life-saving medicines. Poison also shapes ecosystems. Predators with venom control prey populations. Toxic plants influence which herbivores survive. This balance prevents overpopulation and maintains diversity. Without poison, some species might dominate while others disappear, reducing the richness of life. Watching this in Costa Rica, I felt like I was seeing nature's invisible rules in action. Deadly, but perfectly balanced. Finally, poison is a reminder of human curiosity and respect. It challenges us to study, understand, and adapt. Indigenous knowledge, modern science, and even AI help us make sense of what at first seems dangerous. And sometimes, poison teaches humility. Standing near a tiny frog or a colorful plant, you realize that life is more complex, clever, and interconnected than we usually imagine. So, the game changer isn't just poison itself. It's what it creates: adaptation, evolution, science, medicine, and awe. For me, after Costa Rica, poison became more than a threat. It became a symbol of life's brilliance, a tool that shapes survival, and a secret teacher showing how danger and beauty can coexist. AI gives a neat explanation, but seeing it in the real world makes it unforgettable. Poison is deadly, yes, but it's also a game changer for life itself, in ways small and huge, subtle and dramatic, terrifying and inspiring all at once.
Chapter 5. Takeaways. So what can we learn from all this? Poison is everywhere in nature, and it's not random. It protects, hunts, and helps species survive. Some animals are immune, some plants are deadly, and humans even turn poisons into medicine. It's all part of nature's clever design. For me, walking in Costa Rica, seeing these tiny frogs and colorful plants, I realized how amazing and balanced life really is. Poison is scary, yes, but it's also beautiful and inspiring. It reminds us to respect nature and stay curious. And that's the key. Life uses poison not just to survive, but to teach, adapt, and evolve. Nature's deadly secrets are also its greatest lessons. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching and see you soon. Don't forget to upgrade your reality.